It's Autofanatic. I'm going to shoot this video for everybody that's got an Alfa Romeo Giulia or Stelvio, because I believe the seat belts are the same in all of them. Now, the problem that I'm having with my car, and it's driving me nuts, is that the seat belt buckle, which you can see here, doesn't stay in the position that I want it to when I want to get in and out of the car. So what happens is, it's constantly dropping down, smashing against here. I get in the car with my jacket on, and I'm in a race seat, so you get kind of stuck in these seats because they have really deep bolsters. Believe it or not, the original seats have deeper bolsters than these seats, and it's just driving me crazy. So the problem is, there's this little plastic stay right here that clamps onto the actual seat belt. It's just not doing its job. You can see it. There's no tension on the actual belt itself, and over time, the weight of the actual buckle just constantly just knocks it down to the bottom, and it's a nuisance. So I'm going to show you today a quick little fix for it. Now, Mercedes-Benz and some of the BMWs, they'll have a little hole punched into the actual seatbelt material, and there'll be like a plastic button, a two-piece button, and that button stops the belt from going up and down. And believe it or not, you could still buy those parts at the Mercedes-Benz and BMW counter if you could find a parts guy that is willing to do the legwork to get you the part number for those. So I'm going to get the camera set up. I'm going to show you quickly. We're going to get the heat gun. We're going to pop this off. We're going to go over to the workbench. I'm going to figure out what kind of material I'm going to line this with, and we're going to get this thing solved in a couple of minutes. Alright guys, you can probably see this on camera. I got the actual seat belt buckled in just so I could show you guys what I'm going to do here. So this is locked in. There's two tabs on both ends, and I have a piece of cardboard. I have a cardboard box on the seat just to protect it. We're going to use my ultra heat gun. We're going to heat this up just so it makes it a little bit easier to get it off. And it's also relatively cold out now, and plastic gets brittle. That's not what we want. So I'm on setting number 4. Take my flat blade screwdriver. You can probably hear it. Bingo. So that's it. We got it off. So let me just see if I can get this on camera and show you the piece that came off the factory seatbelt. Now, it's hard to see maybe on camera, but there are little serrated teeth on this particular piece. However, on the passenger side, there are no serrated teeth. It's got a little bit of a different design. So I'm going to show you guys on the driver's side, because this is probably going to be the most troublesome for most of you. So this is it. We're going to go on the workbench. I'm going to try to get some material. I'm going to line this so it'll actually put more positive pressure on the belt, and when I get it into position, it'll stay there for once and for all. So let's get over to the workbench. Alright guys, got these plastic pieces in my hands. You guys can see on camera, they got the serrated teeth on both halves, and the passenger side does not have the serrated teeth. They're just smooth ribs that go across. So just went through the garage. I grabbed a scrap piece of Ferrari leather, and I'm going to cut it with my scissor, and we're going to just eyeball it and cut it to size. We're going to cut one piece because the thickness of this leather should give it enough. Just mark that here. We're going to do 2 of these. Remember, we got to do the other side as well. Okay, so there is a piece of black thin weight Ferrari leather, and you can see here it fits in there perfect, and we're going to go over to the car and get this installed. And this is just going to take up some of the slack tolerance that hopefully these teeth will start biting into something, and between the 2 locking tabs, this should really serve the purpose well. So let's go over to the car and see how that works out. Guys, we're over at the car, so what you're going to want to do is make sure you eyeball where you want to put the piece. So you're going to fully retract the belt all the way up, like I'm showing you here. And you're going to just eyeball it. So I kind of want it at the line between the plastic and the headliner material on the B-pillar trim. So we're going to put it right there. Okay. So we're going to get the two halves lined up as best you can. You're going to want to line up the one where you put your leather strip. And like I said, you could use anything you want or anything you have laying around your garage. I'm just using leather because that's just what I have. And that's it. It snaps in, and I can feel it already. It's not moving. I'm tugging on it right now. So that's that. This belt is most likely not going to slide down ever again. So let me just give you guys a close-up. So that's where I want my seatbelt every time I get into the car, based on my, body height and positioning with the Sparco seats in the Alfa Romeo. So hope you guys got a quick tip. If the seatbelt is constantly dragging on the bottom and it's driving you nuts, this should solve your problems. Now, a lot of cars, like on my Shelby, there's a strap where the seatbelt will be held up in that position, but this particular car doesn't have it, and I don't think the regular seats have it for the Stelvios and the other cars that I've been in the last couple of months. I don't recall seeing that. So, see you guys soon for more automotive content, whether it's Alfa Romeo or automotive in general. Go to autofanatic.com, and I'll see you guys soon for more automotive content. Have a great day.